You can say crisscross applesauce. You can sit in lotus, whatever feels good for you. And when you get to your seat, just walk one sit bone out and then the other, so that you're really nice and high on your sit bones. Your perineum is slightly tilted forward so that you have that natural curve in your low back. And then you'll notice that maybe your chin rises a little bit, your shoulders can drop back, and you can elevate the crown of your head towards the universe a little bit more. And then right away, we'll close our eyes, which is sometimes the best we can do in a situation, is just to close your eyes and take a second. One second. And just let it exhale out through your mouth. And another. And your next exhale, let it be an HM, a little with your lips together. And right away, bring your awareness to your third eye, the point in between your two eyebrows. And when you do that, let that be like a vacuum, that right away you bring your awareness to your third eye and nothing else exists. Start to take your breath throughout your body, collecting any tensions. And as you exhale, dispelling them out, letting them go, let it be simple. Let it be as simple as that. With your breath traveling around your body, noticing that maybe I'm holding my right shoulder unnecessarily, and as I exhale, I can just drop it, let it go. And then inhale, feel yourself collect your entire self, rise up a little higher. And as you exhale, letting go of anything that's keeping you from just being your authentic self, without any of these layers. Right away, letting your radiance shine through. This doesn't have to look like anything. This doesn't have to feel like anything. Obviously, there's still a world around us happening. There's still tension. There's still aggravations. Just allow yourself here to shine with all of that. And in yoga, what we're often doing is actually intentionally aggravating the body, putting it through effort. And through these intentional aggravations, we get some insight. We're able to see ourselves. And so in many ways, a yoga practice is the practice of being with yourself in aggravating times. Being with yourself even in the emotions that you don't necessarily like to see in yourself. Just being with them. Accepting these feelings, these parts of ourselves, the shadow self, as many people refer to it as. Acknowledging it, accepting it, so that then we can move on. So all of that is just to say that whatever comes up, let it. We'll start to bring some movement into our seat. You can keep your eyes closed and just start to stir your pelvis clockwise. You can think about digging a hole into the mat with your sit bones and just stirring up as if the bottom of you, this part that's in contact with the mat, was like a bowl filled with water. We're starting to stir the waters of the pelvis, of the kidneys and the low back. Stirring up the bladder and the lower half of the intestines, stirring up the digestion. And as we see in great nature, in the nature around us, we see that reflected in our personal nature within us. So as we stir up the waters, the tides start to change, and the air around us, the climate starts to change. So let your eyes open up, let the eyes travel around, and let your breath start to move like wind. Start to make circles in your ribs, in your shoulders, in your head. And let this murkiness that we're moving in the lower half start to move some enjoyment in the upper half, so we can have many realities playing out at once. So maybe the body doesn't feel completely in its prime right now. Maybe we don't feel completely grounded or clear. But even with that, we can start to have some fun, enjoy the movement, keep making circles. And we can still start to feel this relief of the breath coming in and out of the body a little bit differently than we have all day. And start to circle the other way, bring some speed into it. Maybe put a smile on your face and let your breath dance and have a little party. And use this movement to also bring some therapy into anywhere that might not be feeling so good. So if you feel something that feels tense or tight, stay there for a moment, breathe into it, stretch it out, yawn it out. And if you lose a circle in some part of your body, bring it back into the shoulders, into the neck. And let's start to move forward and back. Inhale, arching, exhale, curving, hands on the knees. As you arch, the throat comes up towards the ceiling, the gaze comes up. As you curve, the vision comes in towards oneself. You lean into the past, you inhale into the future, exhale, inhale, exhale. And you're in the middle, in the present, always. You decide, how much do I want of this? How much do I want of that? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then we'll take it side to side. Press your right hand beside your right thigh. Inhale, reach your left fingertips up, and then wipe them over towards the right. Look underneath the left armpit and really ground your left sit bone into the mat. And feel this peeling, stretching, smearing in the whole left side body. And breathe into it. Lean into it. Exhale, swipe that left hand down outside the left hip and reach the right fingertips up and over. Notice already the changes happening in the body. Really sit your right sit bone down and reach your right fingertips apart. And then crawl both fingertips forward, roll over your knees, coming onto all fours, and right away tuck the toes under, press yourself into your first downward facing dog, and be uncomplicated in this initial downward facing dog. Bend one knee and the other, shake the head yes and no, wag your imaginary tail. And something really helpful here is moving the muscles and the skin of the face. So make silly faces, stick your tongue out, open your eyes, pinch the face together, spread it apart, spread your sit bones apart, keep pedaling. And then we'll measure our downward dog out by rolling into an upper push-up plank. So your heels will be right above your toes, your wrists will be right underneath your shoulders. Shoulders slide away from the ears, the pubis drops slightly forward and down. The sternum rolls forward and up, and then the gaze is out and forward as well. Stay in this configuration. As you exhale, pull your tailbone up towards the ceiling, wrap your armpits in, and keep your hands and feet where they are as you come into your measured out downward facing dog. We'll take that roll forward, rise up onto your tippy toes, roll from your tailbone all the way into your upper push-up plank, shoulders over wrists, vision out and forward. Inhale, press the mat away. Exhale, pull your tailbone up and back, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of your feet, roll forward into upper push-up plank, engage your lower belly. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward and take a walk all the way towards the front of your mat. Once you get there, measure out your hips with distance. So you take two fists, place them in between the arches of your feet. So you have a foot, hand, hand, foot sandwich. All 10 toes pointing forward, and then bend your knees really deeply until they can fit in your armpits. And you can grab for opposite elbows. Weight is in the heels, so that you can really sit your sit bones back. And then think about spreading the sit bones apart and lifting them up towards the ceiling so that the head can pour down towards the ground. Stay here and breathe. Start to inhale and exhale through your nose. Stay in your forward fold and grab for opposite elbows, so the more awkward grip. And then see if you can bring your weight into the arches of your feet right in the middle and spread your sit bones apart, lift them up towards the ceiling even more, and then feel the center of your head pouring directly down towards the yoga mat. So we're getting upside down right away, circulating the blood differently, the breath differently, so it's okay if it doesn't feel super comfortable. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not good for you. Sometimes the healthiest thing we can do is to get out of our comfort zone, stir everything up. Taking all this water that we stirred up when we were sitting down and now pouring it through the body, refreshing, cleansing. Take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. And crawl your fingertips forward out, as far out as they can go, keeping your weight in the arches of the feet. Plug the tips of the fingers into the mat. Wrap your armpits in. We're going to stay with the knees bent a little bit longer. Keep your hips exactly square as they are now, but walk your fingertips over to the upper right corner of your mat. So you're sitting down into your left sit bone. Wrap your left and right armpits in and keep your vision forward and out. You should feel a nice stretch in that left side body. And then gently walk the fingertips over to the left upper corner of the mat. Really sit into your right sit bones. Keep your armpits wrapped in. Keep those fingertips plugged into the mat, and the vision is out and forward. So you're sitting back and you're looking out. Gently walk your fingertips back to center. Bend your knees, drop your sit bones down towards your heels, and paint your legs as you roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll your shoulders up, down, and back, coming into Tadasana. Take a moment here, weight in your heels. Close your eyes, shine your chest, your third eye, and your palms forward. And take a moment to listen to your intention. And we'll move from that intention. Toe heel your feet together. Wrap your hands together. Lift them up. Inhale, look back, reach back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend your knees. Step your right foot back. Keep your right heel nice and high. Rise up into a high lunge. Inhale, look up, reach back. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So a little different than your usual sun salutation. Step your right foot forward. Keep your left heel nice and high. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, both hands down. Step your left foot forward, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, drag your hands down towards your heart. Inhale again, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend your knees. Step your right foot back. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, hands down. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Sweep the arms up, high lunge. Exhale, both hands down. Step your left foot to meet your right. Forward fold to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, drag them down towards your heart. Stay here for a breath. We'll start to move it a little bit quicker. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees, step your right foot back. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Look up, reach back. Exhale, hands down. Step your left foot to meet your right, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward into an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Sweep the arms up, high lunge. Exhale, both hands down. Step your left foot to meet your right, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, drag the hands down. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, step the left foot back. Rise up into your high lunge. Exhale, both hands down. Keep your vision forward and out as you step back into downward dog. Inhale, wave into upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step that left foot forward. Rise up, high lunge. Exhale, both hands down. Step the right foot to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, drag the hands down towards the heart. Everybody okay? We're gonna move it a little bit quicker. 2 more on each side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend your knees. Step your right foot back, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, both hands down. Step your left foot back, downward dog. Inhale, wave up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, both hands down. Step your left foot to meet your right, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sweep the arms up. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, drag your hands down towards your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, step your left foot back, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, both hands down, step your right foot back to meet your left, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, sweep the arms up. Exhale, both hands down, step the right foot to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, drag the hands down towards your heart. Inhale, one more time on each side, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Bend the knees, step the right foot back, rise up, high lunge. Engage your lower belly, sweep the arms down, step directly into down dog. Inhale, wave through the spine to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, both hands down, step the left foot forward, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, drag them down towards your heart. One more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Step the left foot back. Rise up, high lunge. Heel right over the toes. Exhale, hands down. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Inhale, weight from tailbone to crown of the head. Lift the sternum past the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Keep your right heel high. Exhale, both hands down. Step your right foot to meet your left, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, drag your hands down towards your heart. Interlace your hands behind your back. Send the fists down, roll your shoulders back, lift your throat up. And exhale, fold all the way forward. Toe heel your feet nice and wide to the edges of your mat. Take the heels out and turn the toes slightly in, pigeon-toed. You can bend the knees. You can rock from side to side. Stretching in the shoulders, everyone okay? Keep the breath moving. Release the hands. Toe heel the feet back to touch. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forehead towards shins, and then on your next inhale, squeeze the inner thighs together. Sit your hips low, reach your arms up for a chair pose. So the inner thighs wrap in towards one another. Really sit your weight back onto your heels and use your hands to pull yourself forward and keep yourself from falling back. Stay here, engage your lower belly, engage the backs of your legs, relax your face. And exhale all the way down. You can drum on your lower back, give yourself a nice little kidney massage, bend your knees as much as you need before we go into our twisted chair pose. Inhale right away again. Sit your hips low, reach your arms up, and then again, drag your hands down towards your heart. Puff your chest forward to make some space in the side body, and then keep your knees in line with one another so your hips stay square as you get that left elbow over the right knee. If you can get that configuration, then you take your right hand outside your right thigh and try to get your left armpit over your right knee. And then your thumbs come in line with your heart. Look over your right shoulder, stay and breathe. Make sure that your knees are still in line with one another, that your hips are square. Look over that right shoulder and breathe into all your abdominal organs. This beautiful digestive metabolism, all these systems that are constantly at work that we pay very little attention to. Inhale, come back to center. Stay for a moment of strength and then right away. Twist your right elbow over your left knee. If you can get that configuration, make sure your knees stay in line with one another. Press your left hand outside your left thigh. Get your right armpit over your left knee. Get your thumbs in line with the heart. If this feels easy, you can even bring your right hand outside your left arm and take a flyaway. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, fold it all forward. Toe heel your feet nice and wide to the edges of the mat. Turn the toes out and the heels in, and then lower your seat down from Alasana squat. Use your elbows to open the knees up. Use your thumbs to scoop the heart up and bring your weight into your pinky toes. Shoulders away from the ears. And relax your face. Try to soften the soles of the feet on the mat. And then again, whatever comes up here, this is our practice, that aggravating the body so that we can see ourselves. Breathe into your lower back. Swallow your saliva. And drop any self-critical, self-judgment thoughts. Slowly crawl your fingertips forward and lift your seat up. Toe heel your feet all the way back to touch. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands down, step or hop your feet back into an upward push-up plank. Stay here. Send your vision out and forward. Keep that pubis rolling forward and up, sternum forward and up, vision forward and out. Bend your elbows, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, lift the sternum, lift the chin, stay in your upward facing dog. Make sure the upper thighs are off the mat. Spread your collarbones apart. See if you can lift the sternum past the shoulders, and then look right, look left, look up, chin to chest, and then see if you can roll into a downward facing dog, keeping your feet on, the tops of the feet on the floor, and then you can untuck the toes. Just practicing that. Wrap your armpits in your downward facing dog, press into your pointer finger and thumb, and on your next inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Keep the hips square at first so that you know the difference. Straighten the right knee, flex the back foot. Inhale, find your length. And on your exhale, open up that right hip, bend the right knee, circle the right ankle, the right hip. Let it have a little dance. And so in the moments of aggravation, we find our oasis in the breath. And then in the moments where we get to enjoy, really delight in the movement. Really getting out of the habit of physical movement as self-torture. Inhale, sweep that right leg up and back. Exhale, bring the right knee in towards your chest, look forward and out. Inhale, sweep it up and back. Exhale, right knee towards the right elbow, look over your right armpit, over your right shoulder, sorry. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee towards your left elbow, look over towards your right shoulder. You can do it, squeeze your lower belly, inhale up and back. And exhale, squeeze that lower belly, send your vision out and forward so that you have something to look forward to. Step your right foot forward, right knee should be in that right armpit. And keep your left heel nice and high over your left toes. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Wrap your armpits in. Imagine that you're holding a block above your head. Left hip forward, right hip back, and then sink a little lower. Upper arms in line with the ears. Stay here. And then we're gently gonna reach the fingertips forward like somebody's pulling us from the fingertips and the crown of the head until the right side of your torso touches the right thigh. And from here, we're gonna keep that pulling string in the crown of the head and the fingertips as we come into our warrior three. You can keep your fingertips reaching forward or bring your hands together at your heart. If you want to use your hands to wrap the front of the ribs in towards one another and press the upper body away from the ground, that's a really helpful way to adjust yourself. And then you can also reach the fingertips back or interlace them behind your back. And you're always welcome to bend the standing knee to keep those hips square. Stay and breathe. And gently with grace, step that left foot back into a high lunge. And open everything up, warrior two right away. Straighten out that front knee. Toe heel your left foot a little closer. Keep it at that 45-degree angle. And then shift the left hip back. Slide the right fingertips forward. Keep the length in the side body as you come into your Tripanasana. Wrap the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the fingertips in line with one another. Heels in line with one another. And you can, again, use your own hand to open up that left hip. And then you can use your own hand to press the left rib down and rotate it up towards the ceiling. And then make sure your head is on your neck, spiraling up towards the left fingertips. Beautiful. Stay and breathe. Inhale, coming back up. Walk that back foot back again. Rebend into your front knee, coming into warrior two. Turn your front palm up. Reach it forward, reach it up, reach it back, reverse warrior. And exhale, coming into a supported extended side angle. Your right elbow is gonna press your right knee open. And again, use your hands to adjust yourself. And then you can reach that left fingertip forward and out. Sweep the left fingertips down, and right away, bring that left hand inside the right foot. Turn the back heel high. Reach the right fingertips up. So you're in that high lunge, back knee off the floor, and your left hand on the ground, twisting up towards the right. Keep your head on your neck, keep it spiraling up towards the ceiling. Stay and breathe. And from here, we're gonna move into a Vashisthasana side plank. If you wanna lower your left knee down and come into a supported version, go ahead and do that. Plug the right pinky toe into the mat. Or from this lunge position, you'll sweep the right leg to meet the left and stay. Wherever you are, bring that right hand back down to the mat. You can go straight into a downward facing dog. Take a chaturanga if you'd like. If you want even more intensity, you can add a push-up into your chaturanga. You can take a knees, chest, chin. So always in those transitions, it's yogi's choice. Once you get to your downward facing dog, drop your knees, take them nice and wide. Toes touch. We'll take a quick child's pose before we move into that long sequence on the other side. Close your eyes. And again, in your moments of rest, really rest. So don't let the thought of what came before it or what's coming next steal your moment with yourself, your chance to relax. Take one more inhale wide across the upper ribs. And exhale, soften in the chest. As you inhale, tuck the toes under, lift the hips high, heels low, downward facing dog. Right away, keep your shoulders squared, keep the support in your hands as you lift the left leg up and back. Keep the hips square at first. Flex the left leg straight in the left knee. And on your inhale, open it up. Have some circles, have some freedom, have some fun. Circle the left ankle, left knee, left hip. And then inhale, sweep the left leg up and back. Exhale, look forward, bring your knee towards your chest, shoulders over wrists, little abs. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left knee towards left elbow, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, up and back. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Exhale, left knee towards your right elbow, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, look forward, knee to chest. Step your left foot down, left knee into your left armpit. Keep your right heel nice and high. Rise up, high lunge. And then wrap your armpits in, relax your shoulders. See if you can get a little more stable in your legs so that you can get a little more graceful in your upper body. Relax your face. And then start to reach the crown of the head and fingertips forward till the left side of your torso touches your left thigh. And from here, keep pulling, pulling, pulling the crown of the head and fingertips by a string, coming into your warrior three. From here, you can adjust your upper ribs and pull them in. Do any hand variation that feels good. Keep your breath with you, please. And with grace, bring that right foot back down. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, open it all out, warrior two. Stay where you are. I'm gonna flip so you can see me. And then straighten out the front knee. Toe heel the back foot a little bit closer. Make sure your heels are in one line or wider, so you're not too narrow. Slide your right hip back. Keep your length, keep your length, keep your length as you start to bow it forward. So I'm pressing the back of my palm inside my left calf to rotate that right hip open, to keep those right ribs in and rotate them open. I keep my head on my neck, looking up towards the right fingertips. If you have a block or even a Clorox wipe container to place your hand on and press away from, that's super helpful. relish in your breath, delight in your breath in the moments within the posture. And then inhale, coming back. Toe heel that back foot a little bit wider again. Return to your warrior two. Turn the front palm up. Reach forward, reach up, reach back, reverse warrior. And as you exhale, press the left elbow inside the left knee, coming into extended side angle. You can adjust with your hands. And then sweep the right fingertips forward. Keep that hand on your neck, don't let it fall towards the ground. Take one more breath in. And from here, sweep the hand back and down. Place the right hand inside the left foot. Turn the back heel up and reach the left fingertips up towards the ceiling to twist it out, bring it out. And then from here, you can drop the back knee coming into Vashisthasana, or keep that back heel high, lift the left foot to meet the right, and then press your right hip up towards the ceiling. Keep flattening the front of your pelvis and look up towards your top hand if you can. Take one more breath. Exhale, place both hands down. Stay in your upper push-up plank. Look forward, and we're going to lower down all the way onto our bellies. Roll your shoulders down and back. Pubis forward. Plug the tops of the feet and the tops of the legs into the mat as you lift up into a low cobra. So use the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. Use your lower belly. Use the upper back muscles. Lengthen the back of the neck. And then test it out, no hands. And exhale, forehead on the backs of the palms. Bend your knees, windshield vibrations, left and right. From here, tuck the toes under. Inhale. Exhale, press the mat away, rise up into your upper push-up plank in one piece. And exhale, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, we're going to take a little downward dog twist. So walk your feet a little closer to your hands until your heels touch the floor. And then listen carefully. You're going to slide your left hand back about 6 inches. So it's underneath your shoulder. And then your right hand is going to come and grab outside of your left heel. And you can even sit your left heel into the palm of your right hand. Press the mat away with the left hand and then look under your left armpit. You can bend your knees if you need to. I actually really suggest bending your knees and keep standing into both heels to wrap yourself around underneath yourself. Beautiful, and then switch it out. Place your right hand back down. Walk it in. Wrap your left hand around your right heel. Step your right heel into your left palm and then pull, bend your knees. Pull with that left arm to wrap your torso underneath your right armpit. Aiming to keep the hips square, the sit bones in one line. Beautiful. Return that left hand. Walk yourself back, downward facing dog. Inhale, way forward into an upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, look forward, get your right knee into your right armpit, step the right foot down. Roll the outer edge of your left knee onto the mat. Plug the left pinky toe into the mat. Rising up into your high lunge. Drag your hands down towards your heart. Inhale, puff the chest forward, and then take that low lunge twist. So just like you did in your chair pose, left elbow outside the right knee. Press your hands towards your heart, and then look over your right shoulder. If you then want to deepen it, you can tuck the back toes and lift the back knee up. You can also try placing your left hand outside your right foot and reaching the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Be where you're at. Beautiful. Return back to your low lunge, hands on either side of the right foot, And then sweep your right hand back. Bend your back knee. Kick the top of the left foot into the right hand and open up your sternum. Stretching through that left quadricep. Return that back foot down and bend into the back knee, straighten the front knee. Flex that right foot, get your sit bones in line with one another. Plug the tops of your feet into the mat. So you're not sitting back onto the back foot, your knee is still in line with your hips. Square the sit bones off. Inhale, find length from tailbone to crown of the head. And as you exhale, bow your forehead towards your shins. Stay and breathe. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Rebend into your front knee. Walk both hands inside the right foot. And then you're gonna tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee up, and you're gonna start to rotate everything towards the center of your mat, coming into this ninja lunge with your right knee bent. Adjust yourself as needed. If you need a prop underneath you to sit your sit bones on, that's totally fine. If you wanna go deeper, reach your right fingertips past your right toes and lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. If you want to go even deeper, you flip that hand and take a bind behind your back. Maybe close your eyes and check in with your breath. And the best way to tell if you're at the place you need to be at in a pose, so not too deep, is by checking in with the equanimity of your breath. If you can take a bind or hold a pose and still breathe smoothly, then stay there. And then you start to fill the container of the pose with your breath. If you feel like you're holding your breath or it gets choppy, ease out of the depths and find the range of the pose that works for you. And gently bring your hands down, and then we're gonna ninja lunge using your hands, or you can try no hands all the way to the left. And then reach the left fingertips if you'd like past your left foot. Reach the right hand nice and high. If you want to take a bind, you flip the palm, bring it behind your back. Keep rotating the shoulders, keep flexing the right foot up towards the ceiling. Beautiful, and then crawl the fingertips back forward. You're gonna rotate onto the right toes, bend into your right knee until both hands are inside, bend into your left knee. So both hands are inside your left foot. Then you're gonna come onto the outer edge of your right knee, plug the right pinky toe into the mat, and rise up into your low lunge. Keep that pubis forward, that sternum forward, the chin forward. Drag your hands down towards your heart and get that right elbow over the left knee. Thumbs in line with the heart. Look over your left shoulder. If you want, you can try to get the right armpit over the left knee and plug the right hand into the mat. You're welcome to lift your back knee off the mat as well if you'd like. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, bring both hands on either side of the left foot. Bend your right knee. Sweep your left hand back. Open up the shoulders and kick the top of the right foot into your left hand. Bring that right foot back down onto the mat. Start to send your left sit bone back in line with the right. Flex the left foot. Plug that left big toe forward. Inhale, find your length. And exhale, bow the forehead towards the left shin. Relax the backs of your ears. Unclench your jaw and shoulders. Breathe into your left knee. Tuck the back toes under. Lift your right knee up. Rise up into your high lunge. And open up into your goddess squat. Turn both toes out. Knees pointing right over the ankles, right in line with that second toe. And then you'll bring the hands, so you'll have to try it for yourself what works better, either fingertips in or thumbs in. Really squat down. And then you're gonna bend your right elbow, right shoulder, drop it down and look over the left. Use your hands to open up the hips. And then breathe into this twist in the belly, the stretch in the shoulders. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist, left shoulder, left elbow down, look over your right. Inhale, come back into your goddess squat. Press your elbows back. Lift your right heel up. Lift your left heel up. Maybe try both at once. Sink a little lower into your sit bones. And then you're welcome to stay on your tippy toes or drop both heels as you come back into your high lunge with that right foot forward. Inhale, look up, reach back, look back. Exhale, both hands down. Yogi's choice. Flow, step straight into a downward facing dog. Do something that feels good for you. Add a push-up if you'd like. And from your downward facing dog right away, drop your knees, come into your toe stand. Roll your shoulders back, so spread your toes out. You can use your hands. You should really feel a deep stretch in the soles of the feet. If it's too intense, it's helpful to place a block or a pillow or something underneath the knees. And then use this time to meditate. Close your eyes, bring your awareness to your third eye, and know that whatever discomfort you're feeling, this too shall pass. Breathe and send your breath to somebody who is not able to practice right now, who might also be in a state of discomfort, going through a challenging time. Just send them your breath right now. Connect your heart to them. And then come back to your breath and just find a stillness in the challenge and the discomfort. Accept. And gently bring the hands down, tap the toes out. Cross your ankles, sit back, and send your feet forward. We're going to come right away before we can really think about it or decide our opinion about it into Navasana, boat pose. So lift your shins parallel with the ceiling, wrap your armpits in, fingertips forward, nice and soft and wide across the chest. As you inhale, lower, lengthen, and hover. Send your lower belly to your lower back. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, lower, lengthen, and hover. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, lower, lengthen, and hover. One more time, inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, lower, lengthen, and hover, and stay. Start to flutter, kick, crossing one leg over the other. Reach your fingertips above your head, stay for 10. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself down, hug your knees in towards your chest. Rock from side to side. Now we're going to take a figure four stretch. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Hug the left hamstring and use your right elbow to press your right knee open as you pull the left hamstring towards your chest. Keep the back of the neck nice and long and think about elongating your tailbone down to the mat. Remove your hands, cross your right knee over your left, and then if you want to cross your ankles, you can do that as well. Scooch your hips over to the right slightly. Keep your knees in line with your belly button. Cactus your right elbow out at a 90-degree angle from the shoulder. Look over towards the right and let the knees fall over towards the left. Close your eyes, start to deepen your breath. And use this time for revelation, so don't let thoughts about what's going to happen after this come in. Yesterday, I read a quote that I really liked that said, "A yogi has no future." Gently start to bring your knees back to the center. Uncross your legs, grab the outer edges of your feet, open up happy baby. Pull your knees in towards your armpits, rock from side to side. Exhale out through your mouth if you need to. And then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Hug the back of your right hamstring, bend your left elbow, use it to press your left knee open. And keep spreading the backs of your shoulders on the mat, sending your tailbone down and lengthening the back of the neck. And release your hands, cross your left thigh over your right, scoot your hips over to the left, cactus that left elbow out, keep your knees at the height of your belly button and let them fall over towards the right. Prioritize keeping your shoulder on the floor. Gently come back to center. We're going to take a quick plow pose. So just hug your knees in, grab your lower back, and then send your feet behind your head, keeping the toes tucked under. Bend your knees as much as you can, and really press into your toes to lift the sit bones up and spread apart towards the ceiling, and create a little more space between your chin and chest, so that you have some space in your throat and you're not completely crunched over yourself. If you can grab your heels and pull. Maybe hug the backs of your knees, coming into more of a deaf man's pose. Close your eyes and just cocoon yourself here. Come into a full self-quarantine, self-isolation. Make it voluntary. Make it insightful. Really look into yourself. Be with yourself. Close your eyes and breathe. Send yourself some kindness. As you gently reincorporate into the world, rolling out vertebrae by vertebrae, send your toes together towards the front of your mat. You can sit on the backs of your hands or place them beside your hips, propping up onto the elbows, lifting the sternum so the crown of the head can come straight onto the floor. Fish pose, finishing with the heart lifted and the head grounded. Leading with love and keeping our mind grounded, connected to the earth, down to earth. Inhaling through your nose. Exhale, take a lion's breath. Completely empty your lungs. Completely empty your mind, and without hesitation, without too much fixing and fidgeting, come to your final resting pose, Shavasana. Once you're there, close your eyes, feel the ground underneath you, giving you a nice, inviting, welcoming, loving hug. Collapse into that hug. Relax your eyelids, unclench your jaw, and let the breath move as it needs to. Open up the windows of your body. And then don't try to control the wind, just observe. Any healing or kindness or support or love or clarity or grounding that you are in need of, give it to yourself right here, right now. You're welcome to stay in the Shavasana as long as you want, and even longer than you want. Maybe stay until you no longer can think of anything else you could possibly do. Stay until you no longer want to come out of it. If you have somewhere to be or you'd like to finish together in a meditative seat, then you can go ahead and pour yourself over towards one side and then come up to a comfortable seated position right where we began without controlling, just coming straight into it. Sit bones grounded, crown of the head floating, closing the eyes and letting the breath have free reign. Just paint for yourself, whether you're laying down or sitting up, in your third eye, a landscape, a picture, a feeling of a complete, radiant, fulfilled life. Picture your paradise and see yourself living with that inner paradise all the time. So much so that When people are around you, they're infected by it. Feel yourself in your perfection and then send that feeling out to all living beings everywhere. And just come back to your third eye and breathe here. Thank yourself. Thank whoever is on the side of the screen. Thank everything and everyone who got you here. Thank the ground and the air and all the unseeable forces that are keeping you right here in this present moment, within you and around you. And thank the future, the limitless paradise of possibilities that exists for you and for all living beings. Say thank you. To all the majesty that's still to come. Believe that what you're living right now is just the tip of the iceberg of bliss, and that it's all available for you and that it's coming. And that it's already here. Just breathe into the perfection of this moment. And exhale, drop anything that is not that. Namaste.